Simplify and secure PC over IP access with Ericom PowerTerm Web Connect. Ericom software has been in business since 1993 and has customers and partners all over the world. PowerTerm Web Connect is Ericom's solution that provides connectivity to remote desktops and seamless applications. As shown here, PowerTerm Web Connect manages access between end users working on client devices such as laptops and desktops, and hosting platforms including VDI and Teradici's PC over IP devices. In fact, PowerTerm Web Connect supports over 12 different platforms. The connection process consists of an end user connecting from a portal, authenticating through a connection broker, and then signing in to the desktop operating system. The connection broker provides features to secure who can reach which desktop, as well as functionality to reconnect users back to their active session. The connection broker also acts as a central point to manage and monitor PC over IP devices. Functionality includes deploying firmware updates and auto-discovery of available PC over IP devices on the network. Additional management features include desktop resource pooling, permanent assignment type, and duration-only assignment type. The connection broker secures access to hosts by username, also known as free seating, or by the client properties, known as fixed seating. The following components make up the PowerTerm Web Connect server. The connection broker manages access for PC over IP devices and VDI. The server is very easy to install and implement. Here are the steps. The install typically takes about 15 minutes. There are 3 licensing models for PowerTerm Web Connect. To summarize, PowerTerm Web Connect is one solution that can manage and deliver access to remote desktops as well as hosted applications. It is a central point to manage settings and also provides an intuitive interface for end users to access their desktops and applications. The goal is to maximize your ROI of your entire computing infrastructure. In this demo session, we will show how to install and configure a PowerTerm Web Connect server. To install the application, just launch the installer. Follow the steps through the installation wizard. When prompted, either enter the serial number, or if you haven't purchased it yet, just click the Evaluate button. Once installed, launch the Connection Broker admin tool. Log in with your domain credentials or the local administrator credentials. The first thing to do is to configure the Connection Broker with the domain admin credentials. Simply right-click on the Desk View server and select Settings. Click on Properties for the domain and then enter the credentials. Press Test just to ensure that it works. Next, let's add a host. Right-click on Managed Host and select Add Host. Follow the steps of the wizard, select your desired host platform. In this case, we'll select PC over IP. Enter a display name for this host and a description if desired. Next, define a pool. This can be done later if you wish. Once the host is added, you will either see the existing devices on that host. With PC over IP, we need to discover the devices. Once the devices are added, you will then see the status of the device as well as the status of Ericom tools. For this device, Ericom tools has already been installed. Next, under Pools, you will also see the devices. Under the pool properties, you can define the assignment type as well as assign users and groups that can access this pool. Here we'll define the domain users and the visitor user. Once configured, only these selected users can access this pool. Next, we'll add the PC over IP client devices to the connection broker as well. Again, we just go through the discovery process and select the devices that we want to configure. Once the client device appears, then it will be ready to connect through the connection broker. As you can see, the connection broker can manage not only PC over IP blade devices and workstations, but as well as VDI environments, including VMware, Microsoft, and Parallels. On the PC over IP portal, the user will now see a login dialog box. Here, they will enter their Active Directory credentials. The connection broker will authenticate them, and based on their user and group permissions, will present a list of available pools. This list is a drop-down box, and the user can simply select the desired pool. Next, the connection broker initiates the sign-on into the hosted device and single signs on the user into the desktop environment. Once the user is logged in, they would work on this desktop. At this point, the user can work within the desktop environment like they normally would. Although the desktop host may be sitting far away from the user, the experience is actually very good. It's just like working on a native PC. Here, the user is launching some published Ericom applications. They've navigated to a website where they can enter their credentials, see a list of applications assigned to the user, and they just simply point and click. The published application will then be launched from a terminal server. Again, this is one PowerTone Web Connect server not only delivering the desktop through the connection broker, but also delivering applications from a terminal server using published applications. Here we're seeing both presentation virtualization as well as desktop virtualization all at the same time using one application, PowerTone Web Connect. Once the user is finished working, they simply log off, and the connection broker will disconnect them from this PC over IP portal. And there you have it. That's all there is to it on the client side. In this session, the user is logging into the PowerTone Web Connect application zone to see their list of resources again. They can select the calculator application from one of the published desktop icons to launch this application from a terminal server, or they can also launch a full desktop. In this case, they're connecting to their PC over IP desktop that's being hosted. So although they're not connecting from a PC over IP client device, they can still maintain connectivity into this host. The goal is to provide high availability to the host from whatever workstation the user is at. Once they're finished with the session, they can either log off or actually log back on from another device and use Reconnect to continue the session. This concludes our demonstration. Please visit the website at www.ericom.com for more information.